Part of the history here at the World Tour is the Byron Nelson Bridge. It's at number 6, which is a replica of the bridge at number 13 at Augusta National. Named in honor of Nelson in 1937, when he had a 2 on the par 3 12th, followed that with an eagle 3 at number 13. It was some year for Mr. Nelson as he won the Masters in 1937. And a little north of the Byron Nelson Bridge is Crow Creek. Let's take a look.
Rick Robbins is the architect of the golf course here, and he believed in a very fair golf course, but challenging at the same time. Open fairways, lined with a lot of water, most of it not in play as we discussed before, but very enjoyable golf course. And you know, anybody that hasn't been to Crow Creek to find this hidden gem that opened in 2000, February of 2000, it's a must-play golf course. They have to come and play this golf course, and I know they'll be back again.
Since its opening, Crow Creek has been one of Myrtle Beach's most popular golf destinations, thanks in part to the consistently pristine conditions.
The superintendent here, Joe Jamieson, is one of the best superintendents in the area, and he takes a lot of heart and soul in keeping this golf course in great conditions year-round to make it enjoyable for everybody when they get here to have a good time. I mean, it's tough when you go play a golf course one time, it's not in good condition, and you go back to it again, it's in great condition. So one of the most great things about this golf course is the year-round good conditions from our superintendent.
The course at Crow Creek has a front 9 raised out of tobacco fields and vegetable gardens, and a vastly different back 9 comprised of rolling contours and tree-lined fairways. Brian Thomas shows us some of their signature holes.
We're here at hole number 2 at Crow Creek Golf Course, standing at the white tee box where most players like to play from because it's a little bit shorter in distance. This hole is uniquely designed. It's one of the most difficult holes on the golf course, but it's not too hard to not enjoy and have a good time with it. So it's lined with waste bunkers on the right, and as you can see, we've got a lot of wildlife on this hole with the pond that's directly in front of the tee box here. Bunkers again guard the left side and around the middle of the fairway, and also up by the green. Both sides of the green are protected by bunkers. So shot making here is a very important thing to be able to do. You want to be able to aim the ball and put it, where you're aiming it here, because a little offline here you can get in a lot of trouble. Well, we're standing on tee box at hole number 3 at Crow Creek Golf Course, and of course, if you have not played here before, one thing you might not know about Crow Creek is standing on the tee box, you can pretty much see where you need to hit the ball. There's not a lot of blind shots or things that are unexpected out there. And like I said earlier, that can be good or bad because you know when you've hit a good one, and you also know when you've hit a bad one and you're in trouble. So here we're at the par 5, number 3. One of my favorite holes on the golf course. If you have any length to your game, this is very reachable. So it's a dogleg left. It's protected by some bunkers, but again, if you have some length, the target line is to cut some of that off, going over the top of the left bunkers there to reach the fairway a little farther out. And then you're somewhere around 200 yards to get to the green if you can hit it, decent from the tee. It's just a straight shot in from there with, again, a very nice large green that you can hit and have a chance of making a good eagle or birdie. Hole number 5, which is fantastic par 4, lined with water and bunkers down both sides. Strategically, you want to hit a ball, close to over the 150 pole here. It is a little dogleg to the left from the tee box coming to the green. So you can hit driver here as far as you'd like to, have a little short iron in. Very friendly green, nice and big in size, and you can hit short irons in and play the hole very well. Again, it's a little bit of a shot maker's hole. You don't want to spray the ball on this hole, although we have very friendly fairways and wide open places on the golf course. But this one, you need to strategically hit it in the fairway here and keep it in play. The cabin that you see is the McLam family's cabin when this used to be farmlands. They built this for some peace and quiet away from all the streets and cars back on the back of the property. And Mr. McLam is not with us any longer, but we keep it up now. And it's a nice conversation piece for everybody that comes down here. And I'd love to be able to rent it out to some golfers, because I could just see sitting on that gazebo watching everybody play this golf hole and getting some good laughs out of it. So it's sacred to us. It's very important to the family that owns Crow Creek Golf Course, and we just enjoy having it around. Well, wrapping up the front 9 here, we're standing on number 9 tee box. Fairly fun hole to play here. Not very long, just hit a ball, grip and rip right down the middle of the fairway. Good target lines here at Crow Creek Golf Club is the 150 poles in the middle of the fairway. If you haven't noticed them on the other holes, this is a good target line here. The black and white pole is the 150 pole, so aim at that, hit you a drive, and somewhere between 120, 130 in. Today it's a back pin, making it a little bit longer, but a beautiful golf hole lined with fairway bunkers on the right-hand side, and one bunker on the left of the fairway that doesn't usually come in play. So fairly easy hole, a lot of fun to play coming into the clubhouse at the green.
If you're planning your next trip to Crow Creek, you see what to expect, but here's a little tip for slight advantage.
Keep the driver straight and just grip and rip and have a good time playing the golf course. It's a very woman-friendly golf course from all the tournaments that we've had with females players here. We've also had several professional tours here that enjoy the length of the golf course at 7,100 yards from the professional tees here. So it can be extremely challenging, but play the right tees here. A lot of times the amateurs will get here and they'll try to go all the way back at 7,100 yards, and it's a very long golf course from back there. But if they pick the right tees based on their handicaps, they'll enjoy this golf course a great deal.
And this must-play course is a lot closer than you might think.
Central located in between Wilmington and South Myrtle Beach. So it's a quiet area. There's a lot of residents that live here. We're located about 2 miles north of the North Carolina-South Carolina state line in Calabash, North Carolina. So we're only a few minutes away from the North Myrtle Beach area and just 2 miles from the Little River area. So you can get into all the loud and music and clubs and all the kind of stuff that you want to get into just a short distance away from here.
Of course, if it's a quality meal you're searching for after a round, look no further than the clubhouse.
We have a wonderful restaurant, so if you are here in the area of Myrtle Beach and you like to play a great golf course, please come play Crow Creek Golf Course here in Calabash. Hang around a little while with us and have some dinner. We do dinners on Friday and Saturday nights for everybody, so great atmosphere for that at the same time.
The Crowbar may attract many thirsty golfers, but what really keeps players coming back to this course?
They love our greens. L93 bent grass greens are usually in great condition here, a little speedy most of the time. So most of you golfers like fast greens and bent grass greens. Not as grainy as a Bermuda green is, so what you see on the putting surface is pretty much what you're going to get. And they really enjoy our greens here.
In an area filled with golf courses, the key to Crow Creek's success?
Best value on the beach. Great conditions, affordable pricing, some of the friendliest staff you're going to find anywhere. Reason why to come back every time.